Hello friends, welcome back to Online Technical. This is going to be the 12th tutorial of C programming. In this tutorial, we will discuss differentiate between entry control loop and exit control loop. So let's get started. Yeah, entry control loop and exit control loop. First line, in this loop, the test conditions are criteria is checked and evaluated first before loop start execution. Means here in a entry control loop, the conditions are evaluated first before the the loop start executing. Means before executing the loop, the conditions are criteria are tested there. Okay, in a entry control loop, the conditions are tested first and then after the block of statement will be executed here. Similarly, in a exit control loop, in this loop, the test conditions or criteria is checked after the loop is executed. Means after executing loops. Okay, after executing loops or block of statement, you can see after executing block of statement or loop, the conditions are tested or evaluated here in a exit control loop. And there's some example of entry control loop are here, like for loop and while loop can be the example of entry control loop. Okay, or you can say for loop and while loop can be used as a entry control loop, whereas do while loop can be used as a exit control loop. Okay, next one is a loop conditions are not terminated with a semicolon. Loop conditions are not terminated with a semicolon. For this, you have to see in the syntax here, the syntax of entry control loop. Here is a condition. This condition statement is not terminated by the semicolon. Whereas loop conditions are terminated with a semicolon in a exit control loop. As you can see here, these conditions in our exit control loops are terminated by using semicolon, by using this semicolon, by using this symbol semicolon. Yeah, the same thing is saying that in an exit control loop, the conditions are terminated by semicolon, whereas in an entry control loop, the conditions are not terminated by semicolon. Next one is a body loop. Body of a loop never execute. Okay, body of loop never execute if the condition is false. Okay, if the condition is false, body of loop will not be executed here. Okay, body of loop means what? Whatever we will write here. Let's just see the syntax. Yeah, inside this curly braces. Okay, inside this curly braces, whatever the code we will write here, that is called body of loop. Okay, and each statement must be terminated by semicolon. This whatever we will write here inside this curly braces, either here or here, that is called body of loop. And this body of loop never execute if the condition is false. If the condition is false, if the condition whatever we have tested here, if that condition is false, the block of statement written inside this curly braces, that is called body of statement, or you can say body of loop, is not executed. Okay, block of code, that is also called block of code or block of statement or body of loop. Means if the condition is false, in that case the block of statement or body of loop will not be executed in a entry control loop. Whereas in a exit control loop, the body of loop is executed for at least one time. Okay, the body of loop will be executed for at least one time, or you can say at least once. The body of loop will be executed even after the even after the condition is false. Okay, even after the condition is false means if the condition is false, then only at least one time the block of code or block of statement or body of loop will be executed here in a exit control loop. The syntax is here. Syntax while will write here, for example, there's the two example of entry control loop, while loop and while loop and for loop. Yeah, for loop and while loop are the example of entry control loop, and for loop we have already discussed in our previous videos. And now we will discuss the while loop also. This is the syntax while keyword, then after condition. Okay, then after curly braces open, curly braces close. Inside this curly braces block of statement, you can say, or body of loop, you can say, or block of code, you can say, that will be here. Then after another do while loop syntax, do curly braces open, curly braces close, and inside this curly braces block of statement will be here. His block of statement will be must be terminated by semicolon, and then after uh, their while keyword, and then after condition will be tested and condition will be terminated by using semicolon here in a do while. Or you can say in an exit control loop, the conditions are terminated by semicolon, whereas in an entry control loop, the conditions are not terminated by semicolon. Okay, okay, guys, this was for in this video. Other we will discuss in another videos, and yeah, thanks for watching. This was for today. If you like this video, please like and subscribe my channel. Yeah, thank you. Have a great day.